Here we go, part 2 of modeling a SCIFI specimen container, and we're going to start off right here. We're going to do something at the back. I'm going to bring in a cylinder, make this 24 vertices. I'm going to scale it down, pull it in here. Let's rotate Y90 and just start positioning this. We're going to make like a T-junction, if that's what you call it. Alright, let's scale this but not in the X, so let's go S-Shift-X, something like this. Let's look from the side and position this roughly. Okay, something like that. So I'm going to put an edge loop, Control R there. And I'm going to look from the back, Control 1, go into wireframe, 1 for vertex selection, and I'm going to delete those vertices. And I think we'll press slash to just look at that itself. Okay, back into edit mode. I'm going to press B and box select there. That'll get the front and the back vertex. Control 1, look from there. And I'm going to Shift S, cursor to selected, bring my 3D cursor there, and I'm going to switch over to 3D cursor. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab all these points, including that one, and I'm going to shear it. Scroll down to shear, and it'll come like this, and when the menu pops up, I'm going to type 1. So that creates that angle like that. Okay, I'm going to select the whole thing. My 3D cursor is still there. I'm going to Shift D, rotate Z 180 degrees. To select everything, M, merge by distance. So let's look down here. So it merged those points. I'm going to go back to median point, 2 for edge selection, and I'm going to click there and get all that. E to extrude, and I'm going to come up. I want that flat, so I'm going to scale it in Z, SZ0, and I've got my pipe. I'm going to bring an edge loop in here and here, just for some support in case I decide I want a subdivision surface. Let's try auto smooth. Okay, now what I want to do is I want to do something on these ends here. I think I will I to inset, pull them in like this, and then I'm going to come out ESX, come out like this. I think I'll I to inset a little bit more, and then E and SX, I'm going to pull in it, and I'm going to delete those faces. And let's see here. Let's Shift Alt and click that edge and this edge, and let's bevel, Control B. Pull, and I'll put just maybe one segment in there just to do that. And we're going to have to do something here. Let's do the same. Not sure if I have to bevel that inner edge or not. Let's try just Control B. See how that ends up looking. Let's bring everything back for the moment. Okay, we'll scale this down. We'll do something here. Let's try just globally. No, I don't want to do that, do I? Yeah, maybe I do. A little bit. Okay, what we'll do is we're going to come onto the inside. So I'm going to Shift Alt and click that face, those faces. I'm not sure if I can do this at the same time. Let's try this. I think I might need to be in individual origins, and let's scale Shift X. Come in like this. Okay, and then I'll just bring an edge loop down and an edge loop down. See how that looks. You know, kind of looks okay. I might need an edge loop in here. I think I do. Oh, not there. An edge loop right there. Okay, so that's what I get so far. I'm going to do something up here in a minute. Well, actually, let's go ahead and E and S. Let's just start it off. Grab that and bevel it the same way. Okay, so now we're going to create a cylinder. And the idea is that this is a specimen container, and we're going to put some gas in there, like I did at university, and maybe some of you did biology and work with fruit flies, Drosophila, whatever. Use CO2 to put them to sleep, and then you could examine them. There'd be some kind of gas here. So if you collected some kind of Martian life, if there was any, or life on Jupiter, you know, you'd use some kind of gas that would come in here and put them to sleep, knock them out, kill them, I don't know, do something to them. So let's do this. Let's just bring in another cylinder, scale it down, use the same number of vertices, and make a nice big gas cylinder. Okay, so here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to select that face. I keep pressing the numbers, you know, 1, 2, or 3 to go to face, edge, or vertex selection. I'll bring that up there. Let's select this one and Control B and pull quite a bit until it's like that, and then roll us up a bunch of times to round it off. Now we're actually going to get rid of that face. Maybe I'll get rid of that one as well. I don't know about if I want both of them. Let's see. Let's try that. No, that might be too narrow. Maybe not though. And then extrude that down. We'll do some kind of connection in a bit. But before I do that, let's come back up here and Control B, pull. I just need like maybe one segment there. Let's shade smooth that thing. I'm not sure I like that yet. So let's go back. Let's bevel that some more. Just a little bit of a bigger bevel, maybe even another segment. Okay, a bit smoother. And I don't really want to do much here. I do realize now that, let's see if I can get that edge. I have to go to wireframe, and I'll go back to solid. Maybe I'll scale it. I just want to see what's going on here. It's there, and E, extrude it down, and maybe just bring an edge loop in. I mean, you're not really going to see it very much. And that's kind of how I want my cylinder to go in. But just to support it, we'll make a clip of some sort. So I'm going to press 2 for edge selection and select one of these circles, Shift D, pull it down, scale it a bit, P to break it out. So I've got that. I'm going to look down from the top, and I think I'm just going to focus just on that and go into edit mode and vertex selection. I want to open it up at the front. Maybe you take all those X vertices, and I will bring everything back so you can see it's open up. I may have to get rid of one more. I'm not sure, in order to sort of push that in. Maybe not. Let's try this. Let's go to wireframe. Let's get rid of all of these, and then we can mirror it. Let's just look at this. And what if I E and G come out like this? Do I need another one? Let's try it like that. Let's extrude it down and give it some height or whatever. Let's Alt N, recalculate outside my polys. And where's my 3D cursor? It's right in the middle there, so I should, here, I'll go wireframe. I should be able to just mirror that. I'll turn on clipping though. Let's look at that. Okay, at any rate, I think I'll go ahead and I'll apply that. I'm going to come in, I'm going to merge by distance just in case. And I think I'll scale that in Z and just move it down. So that, I'm going to make that attach in a second. And I'm going to adjust these tubes as well. So with that done, let's try, see if Solidify will help us out here. Something like that. And I think on this I'm going to do, let's see, Control 1. Let's try Control 1. I don't know why. Why bother? Control 2. Okay, let's go ahead and apply the Solidify. and come in here with an edge loop and Control B, pull up, but roll back to 0. So I have just 2 edges going up, just to sharpen it up a bit, like that, something like that. You know, I'm not sure I like it yet. Well, maybe if I slide edges this way and that way, it'll look a little bit thicker. It looks kind of wimpy, but maybe it's all right. I don't know. Let's try scaling in the Z. I'm starting to think it's just not thick enough. Maybe it is a piece of metal. All right, well let's just go with that. All right, let's take this circle here. Shift D, bring it up. P to break it out. Let's take that and rotate X 90 and scale it down. Look from the side, G to grab. So I can't see, but let's go back into object mode and select that. Slash key, there we go. Let's move it out, look from the side. Okay. I'll put it there, extrude it back. Let's get rid of those faces, or that face and that face. That's really all it's going to be. Shaded smooth, it's not going to do anything. I'll just bring everything back. You're never going to see that even. Which makes me wonder if I would want, let's take all this stuff and move it out and then adjust these. Now it just looks black because of the shadow. You know, you'll never see that. At any rate. Okay, so let's come in here. Now this has got a mirror on it, so let's see. Let's mess around with this a bit. And let's extrude one more time in and then take this. And just play with this a bit. Look okay. Not okay. Nah, I still don't like that. So I'm just gonna, yeah, something like that. Okay, but this is not quite what I want yet. Okay, we can do something up there in a bit. Yeah. That's the general idea, though. Okay, with that done, I'm going to do something else with this, I think, in a minute. Let's come up here, and let's see if I can, I don't know, like take this. Let's Shift D and S. I'm on individual origins. S. What am I doing? Let's turn off the mirror for the moment. Let's just set the origin to geometry. Get rid of that mirror. That's what I wanted. I'm going to come in because it's on an angle. I'm going to try normal. Scale this into Z. Yeah. Push it in. Probably didn't actually need the hole. And now that I think about it. And I'm going to try, let's see if I throw an edge loop down there. And in face selection, I grab those. I might just do a simple press I twice. And get those sort of squares like that. E and Alt S, I don't know, just for some texture. And then switch over to individual origins and S to scale it. Let's take it all and recalculate outside in the case and put a bevel on it. You know, just to give, I don't know, some texture to that. And Just mess around with that. It's probably okay. Yeah, I don't mind a slightly bigger hole. So how's that looking? Okay. Let's focus on that and see if there's anything. Let's pull that in. Okay, let's go back. Okay, yeah, let's leave it like that. Okay, so we'll Shift C to bring the 3D cursor right back to the middle. Take this piece, set the origin to the 3D cursor, and we'll mirror that again. Okay, good. Now, we got the gas here coming down to this T-pipe thing. I'm going to take this Shift D and let's see, I could do it this way. Let's go back to median point, global, sorry, and median point. I want this along here, and maybe one of the best ways, actually, maybe I'll take those. I'm going to bring my 3D cursor there. I'm going to take this, set the origin to the 3D cursor, and set geometry to origin. That at least gets me close, all right? So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to scale this down a bit, and let's rotate Y 90. And I'm just going to play with this. So I don't want it the same exactly. So let's look from the side. Let's try this. Let's box select there and box select there. Let's scale in the Z. Let's take the whole thing and let's try to find sort of a straight part of this. Maybe I'll scale it a bit more. And just keep sort of manipulating so it looks like it kind of attaches properly. Now before I do anything else, I'm going to come in here and I'm going to select that, Shift D, I'll pull it out, make it a bit smaller. I'll make it a separate object for now. Let's pull that in. Let's extrude out a little ways. E and S, I'll make like a plunger type thing. E and S and F. And then let's select these edges and bevel them. Control B, put a few edges in there. Shade smooth, probably would want another edge in there. Maybe I'll make it a bit longer. You know, so that's a plunger. Now, I think I can Control J. I just join those. If I just rotate this in the Z, it's probably not too bad, and then I can just position it. Let's try by looking there. Yeah, okay. So one there, and then what I'll do is I'll Shift C again to bring a 3D cursor down there. Oh, you know what? I want bolts. No, I don't know. Let's set the origin to the 3D cursor and mirror it and see how. Okay, if stuff like that happens, try Control A, rotation and scale. I don't necessarily want them completely symmetrical. And so what I was thinking I would do is I would apply the mirror, and then I'll come in, select a bit, and Control L. If I don't get the plunger, I'll select a bit and Control L. And now I got everything. I'm going to actually break it out. And I will, let's see. Let's try moving it up, just slightly off. And let's just try rotating this in the Z a bit, and we'll just position it. Oh, geez, I don't know if that looks, if it's off enough. Okay. I'm going to press R to rotate and hold Shift. Let's see if I can get it a little bit better. Just because of the way the tube. So, you know, now they're there, and hopefully they're not exactly the same. All right, let's make sure. Yeah, okay, good. So we got that, and what we'll do is I'm gonna put some holes or some indents in here. That might be it for now. Obviously I can do more details in Substance Painter. Actually, there was something I wanted to do over here, wasn't there? Let's come in here. I'm not sure about this, so let's actually take that Shift D, go to normal, pull it out and scale it down. P to break it out. So I got a piece right there. Let's try this. Let's scale this in the X. Now I'm in normal, so the X doesn't necessarily relate to the real X here. Scale that in the Y. And here's what I was thinking of, just making a design. If I just go to global and pull that down. Okay, let's start with that. Control B, or Shift Control B. And I want 5. And I just want a plate like this. Okay? And then I was thinking I would try looking from the side, select that one, then select this. Go into edit mode, select everything, mesh, knife project, and see how well that works. So that would do it. So let me go back and see if I can, with my 3D cursor right in the middle, if I can mirror this. Okay, yeah, see, applied scale again. And then I'm going to look from here. Not sure this is going to work. Select that, mesh, knife project. Now it gives me one there. Okay, so what do I want to do? I just want to think this through for a second. I mean, let's just focus on these things here. I can just cut this and mirror it, I guess. So, all right, let's try this then. So that one, then that one, go into edit mode, mesh, knife project. Okay, delete. Yeah, okay, I can delete that one. Before I go any further, let's cut, look from the front in wireframe. Delete those vertices, add a mirror, make sure I have clipping on. What happened there? Rotation and scale. Once again, eh? Now, okay. So what I was thinking I would do is, let's just P to separate that. Okay, so I got that there. And what I was thinking I would have to do is maybe, I should have copied this first. Maybe I'll apply that mirror. And is there any thickness on this? It almost looks like there's a tiny bit of thickness. Let's take those and hide them. And I really kind of want this to be glass anyhow. Okay, let's bring those back. And let's see. Let's look at that thing alone. I'm going to add solidify to this. I'll bring it up above there. I just want a little bit. I'm going to go ahead and apply that and come in here and select maybe just the front. Bevel it like 1. Shade smooth. And let's try weighted normal and that. Let's bring stuff back. Okay, so far so good. Did I take this and I don't need this edge here anymore, or this one. Not that I'm not. I'm just going to make sure that nothing's funny with it. Okay. What I want to do is I want to focus on those. And I applied the mirror, did I not? No, I didn't. Okay, I'm not going to yet. I'm going to hide the mirror. I'm going to come in here and pin the cursor there. Now, has that changed it? Okay. I want to make some bolts and a hole. 22, probably. Okay, first we'll do the hole. So I'm in global, okay, rotate Y90. And I'm just going to pull it out and mess around. F to make a face. Let's try snap to face, align rotation to target, and let's do that. Decide, yeah, that's kind of where I want the hole. Okay, so I'm going to switch over to normal, extrude out, and maybe I want to extrude the other way. It doesn't really matter. I'll push this through a little bit and recalculate outside in case my polys were flipped. Just something like that. We'll just do a Boolean on that. Okay. Boolean, I'm going to bring it up to the top. I'm going to choose fast, and I'm going to click there. And I'm going to go ahead and apply. And I'm going to take this, I'm going to hide it. And I'm going to come in and what have I got here? Let's turn that off for a moment. Let's grab that edge and that edge. Let's just go back to, we'll turn that off. And let's see how nice a bevel will work on this. There's a few things there. Let's turn that on and that on. Let's come back. So now I have a hole there. Now what I was thinking was I would put some kind of a grating or a wire in there. But before I do that, let's see, do I still have that? I still have that. Now, let's focus just on both of those. And let's just try going back to normal. Are any of them? No, they're all wacko. Nothing is, well, Z is kind of along the right. Okay, it doesn't matter. What I could do is, I'm going to select that face and I'm going to Control plus. What happened there? Oh, Control plus there. And that one. Control I. Invert my selection and delete those faces. And that one I'm going to keep, and I'm going to Shift D and grab another one, scale it down, and we'll try. Didn't go very nicely, did it? So let's go normal. Let's bring it closer. We're not even on this one. All right, there we go. Okay, let's get that off. Just slide it around till I like it. Maybe there. Maybe not. Shift D and grab another one. Let's see. And let's grab this one again. Shift D. How about that? I might grab these now. And I'm going to extrude them back. Bring them forward a bit. Actually, I don't think I need holes. Although I could do holes. Let's make sure I do that. Let's try holes. Let's select that and do another Boolean. Let's just bust this thing right up. Switch to fast. With the eyedropper, select those. Let's just take these and hide them. We get nice holes. Okay, let's Alt-H. Let's take this and let's go ahead and apply. And let's select these. Now, is that this one too? Yeah. Okay, I want this one separate, so let's just P to break it out. Okay, so it's these ones. Let's go in. Let's try individual origins and S. And geez. If I scale these in the Y, is that going to work? Are they angled? Oh, come on, like that. No, I don't know if I needed holes. Oh, I'm going to scale them up again. Okay. Anyways, what I was thinking of doing is taking the faces here and Control B to bevel, maybe just one. Oh, you know what? Maybe none. Maybe do it like that. And shade smooth. That might look okay. But we'll get rid of the back faces. Although if you look through the other side, you might see them, but I don't know if you actually will. Yeah, you might. So let's just push them in like that. Geez, I don't know. I probably didn't need holes. Let's scale it again. Probably didn't need holes at all. Yeah. And I'm not sure I like the roundness. Well, we can leave it like that for now. I'm not sure what to do with this. I had a different idea, but let's put it in for the moment. And let's focus on that. What if I was to go into edit mode, select that face, X, only faces, select that, face, grid fill. I'm just thinking I might get a better design for if I use a wireframe. I don't know that this is what I want. I've got a better way to do this, but let's just try this and see if it looks terrible. And I have a feeling it's going to. Wireframe, reduce the thickness. I have a feeling this is not going to be what I want. No, it's not what I want. Okay. Let's try this. I really don't know, but I don't like that. My 3D cursor is still pretty close to there, so I'm going to bring in a plane. And let's rotate X 90. Let's try bringing it out. Let's try that. Let's get rid of that. Slapping it in there. Not bad. Let's turn that off. Push it in a bit. Okay. And then with that, let's put maybe how do I want to do this? One there, select it all. Right click, subdivide. Let's subdivide it a bunch. Okay. Let's go, what is it, Control P? No. It's not Control E. Let's go spacebar poke faces. Control F. Poke faces, and then Control F again. Tries to quads. Let's try that one with a wireframe modifier. Hard to see, isn't it? Hell, you know, it's like detail you don't really even need, but it's there. All right, so with that done, let's Shift C to bring a 3D cursor there. Let's take this and set the origin to the 3D cursor and mirror it. And let's do the same with these. Set the origin 3D cursor and mirror that. Let's make sure everybody's playing nice. Yes. Alright, so that's what we have so far. And I think the last thing I'll do for this video is just with the 3D cursor there, let's bring in a cylinder. Let's leave it at 24 so we get a relatively nice curve. Bring it out, scale it down. Let's look from the front. Didn't go exactly where I wanted it to. That's okay. I'm in normal anyhow. That's fine. Let's rotate X 90, and I'm going to be moving it by hand. G. Anyhow, I just want a few dots. Shift D, like this, something like that. And let's bring them in, but not too deep. Maybe we could try that. Okay, let's try mirroring those. Okay, and just make sure that they're facing the right way. I was thinking I'd just do a Boolean with that. Now, are those straight? They're pretty straight, okay. Okay, Boolean, bring it to the top. I'll go for fast. Select those. Apply. Let's get rid of those. And I have that. And I think the bevel gives me enough of a curved edge. So I'm going to save that. And that's what I'm coming up with so far. So, I mean, I don't know why that would be there. And I'm not sure that it's actually in the right position now that I think about it. So let me look at this a little bit more. It's possible that I would need to thicken this a bit more. But at any rate, let's save. Let's try going into normal again. If I push it back just a little bit more, it might start showing through on the other side. You know, when you make this in glass, but we'll see. Yeah. All right, we'll leave it like that. Okay, so I mean, you know, we could obviously put more detail on these things, and we may. But that's what we got so far. So thanks for watching, and I'll try to come up with a little bit more. I'm not going to model too much more for this, and then I'll see what we can do for texturing. See you later.